welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Haileigh Childers. Let's take a look back at the best of the 2019-2020 school year.
At Newburgh Middle School, words matter. The entire school is making a real effort to be kind and think about how they use their words.
Welcome to Newburgh Middle School, where today is our designated day to celebrate the importance of words, that words do matter.
At Newburgh Middle School, words matter. Words matter.
Words matter.
We're at Newburgh Middle School, and my shirt means it says words matter, which means that be careful what you say because you never know what the other person's going through. So we just want to spread positive words and be positive.
If somebody says something to you, it can affect your whole day, and even if it's mean or nice, if it's mean, it can bring you down, or if it's nice, they can bring you up, no matter what day you're having or what you're going through at home.
In this world, we have a lot of negativity flowing through, but we have to have positive words that keep us happy and positive.
Well, in a positive way, say someone else is being rude to you or something like that, you're not having a good day, and someone comes up to you and they say you look really nice and something, you can make them have a better day and more happy and excited about themselves.
We're always intentional about trying to shape the whole child. Yes, academics are important, but what's more important to myself as a leader and my colleagues is making sure we foster kids who are kind and who use positive words, and we show them how. That's the big picture.
Well, it makes me feel better about myself, and also makes me feel better about the world when I hear positive words versus negative words.
They can hurt or they can heal, and we are trying to focus on being kind.
It makes me happy and excited. It brightens up my day.
Sometimes you slack and stuff, so in 7th grade I slacked a little bit, and a whole bunch of people, teachers, administrators, students, told me to stay focused and try your best, and you know who you are, and don't let nobody else tell you otherwise.
I would much rather produce kids who are kind and good citizens and use their words in the right way.
Western Day Treatment has a superhero of a teacher. Erica Brooks uses her alter egos to help bond with students.
My name is Erica Brooks, and I am an ECE teacher for Western Day Treatment Program.
Super Duper Cope is back and ready. Get on top of those desks. You know how we do. Let's go.
You got a chance to meet Super Duper Cope, and she comes and does coping skills, and because we are a treatment first, school second, I really wanted to tie in that piece with my students, so you got a chance to meet her.
I feel smart. I feel good.
Erica's awesome. I mean, she's amazing. She has a great passion for what she does. She's always trying to engage the students in various lessons.
95. 100.
Give yourselves a good job, good job. Good job, good job.
As you can see, my class is live with energy. They are part of the Wolf Pack. That is our class name. So we really take part in being with the tribe. And they had their superhero costumes on. So we create these alternate identities to not escape from the past experiences that they've been through, but to bring all those things out, the creativity, the success. And sometimes especially with dealing with kids with trauma, sometimes, they don't really like themselves and they don't really, care about themselves. So we create these characters where they feel like they belong. And so Super Duper Cope helps them do that. And some of them will run around in capes and masks. And so this is just a typical, normal day for us in the classroom. But there are also more characters just in her.
She's the best teacher I've ever had because when I first came here, I didn't know nothing, and she teach me a lot of stuff.
What place value is it in? What place value is it in? The first 6.
She brings in kids who've had a lot of issues or concerns or maybe trauma, past traumas, and she helps to build their self-esteem, to help them feel successful in the classroom. They really, really thrive in her classroom.
My man, nice.
And I had no desire at first to even teach. I was a theater arts major. So I was like, you know what? I want to teach students who struggle. I want the ones who everyone has turned their back on. I want those students. Give me the ones who no one really wants to work with. That's what I want to do with my career. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I felt right at home. And I brought all those pieces from theater to teach into the classroom because it can be used, and it works.
She just has that drive and that passion that you just want everyone to, like, it's contagious, catch on. She's really wonderful and amazing.
The culinary programs with the Academies of Louisville held their first food truck competition. Students developed a business plan as well as created delicious dishes.
Talk about it.
Crepes and more.
We are the bosses. We got the wings with our types of sauces. Tell me what you want. I can tell you what the cost is. We got drip juice, but it ain't come out the faucet. And we got the tenders.
We are at Chef Space, and our students from Iroquois, Marion Seymour, and Western High Schools are presenting in the food truck finals.
Another great option is our tiramisu. Layers of espresso infused ladyfingers and mascarpone cheese cream.
I would say your menu items look fantastic. I would agree if you're going to be at a lunchtime area to think about that. Also, do you have what you would target towards children? You said birthday parties.
This is the first district-wide project-based learning opportunity for culinary, and these students are now competing here in the finals today at Chef Space.
I'm part of the business, so what we did was we wrote the whole written proposal. So our SWOT analysis plan, our restaurant concept, and everything.
Here at Crepes and More, we know social media is a big thing. That is why we will be spreading the word about our food truck through social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We had a large process to get us to this point. We spent weeks and months and hours of our days and time to get through all this and present our food truck.
We had to work on math, we had to work on reading.
You know, with these days, with different menu items, do you have a vegetarian menu item or?
Writing, make sure everything was correct in the correct order, organization.
The students really started from the ground up. They had to develop their food truck concept here, develop the menu, put together a business plan. These are going to be real food truck ideas that could come into fruition and be out in the world. So they really had a chance to develop that and come up with what's going to be viable and what isn't.
I love the culinary, the media arts, pretty much the whole food truck. We all buckled down.
I feel very excited because I got picked out of 125 students to come out here and present this for y'all.
Our strengths would be our creativity. So you see we got a Korean barbecue taco.
So we struggled with this, with all three teams doing excellent work. Drum roll. Western High School.
My biggest takeaway is always do more. The more you do, the better you'll get. And the more you say, the better feedback you can get.
I don't really consider it a competition. I just think it's a good opportunity to learn something new. And it's the first time doing something like this, so I think that it's like a new learning experience and us to get out there more, you know?
The teamwork, the people that I work with, I really like the energy and the level of confidence that everybody had. We have a competition in a few months, so I'm pretty sure that we're gonna hit the same people and knock it out of the park again.
Jefferson County High School students in the Academy of Louisville program got some real-world business experience by coordinating and promoting a rock concert.
We're at J-Town High School, and we're holding a Velcro Pygmies concert through the Reach and Teach program. I'm in the Business and Health Sciences Academy. This kind of branches into the marketing side. We've had to come up with ways to promote the concert. We actually had Cam come in and he talked to the students about how the whole thing started and stuff like that.
We are at J-Town High School in Louisville, Kentucky, my alma mater. I graduated from here in 1984. This is where I used to perform on this very stage when I was in the drama department here. So I'm so excited. This is such a big day for us.
We talked to the teachers. We let them know, here's some ideas, here's what we're thinking. And then we started talking about the name of the concert and making t-shirts and posters.
We're teaching them in a really fun way. And then we also add to that the life skills that they're not teaching. Eye contact, confidence, handshaking, how to talk publicly without going
Reach and Teach is the program that they use to do this at the schools, so that way that it can be an educational and learning system, but also a fun experience for the kids.
And this school meant a lot to me. And so I felt like it was critically important to bring this back to the school that I felt like had such a profound impact in my life.
My name is Cameron, and I graduated from this high school right here. And that's why today means so much to me. Thank you guys for making this really kind of like a dream come true, that I get to come here and like play rock and roll music on the stage here at J-Town High School.
It kind of gives the e-commerce students and then the marketing students real-world experiences that they can use for the futures.
It's been really fun. It's been eye-opening because I've been able to see from the beginning till now how to put it all together and how much work goes into it. So whenever I go to a concert, I can think, oh, so they have to do these steps in order to get to the end result.
Many of these kids have never been to a rock concert, so they have no idea what's going to go on. And so it's going to be a lot of high energy. We've got student performers, we've got a teacher that's going to perform, and there'll be a lot of chaos. But it's going to be a whole lot of fun and a lot of energy.
It is real-world learning, and it's a lot of fun.
Young Authors Greenhouse held a benefit concert that showcased student poetry and songwriting.
3, 4. There's hope. Ignore the hatred, there's still your strength and your bravery. You was beat down, you broke through on the sun, the water. I can feel the power, I can feel the hope.
We are at the Portland home of the Young Authors Greenhouse. It's called The Opposite Shop. We're celebrating the work that the girls have done in the Songwriters Program with Young Authors Greenhouse. This week, we've been in our library meeting with professional musicians, putting their lyrics and their ideas to music.
Nobody can take that from you. Stick your ground.
We've noticed that when we allow them to express themselves, but we ask them to do it through writing, we get better writing.
I wrote a fairy tale about this girl named Jupiter Grace.
We see them become more confident, they become more willing to write.
Make 6 weeks to write this book. We had to write a draft, then edit the draft and write it over. By writing this book, it helps me express how I'm feeling a little bit more, because before I wrote this book, I didn't really know how to put all my words down in no paper, but now I do.
How ridiculous I see when I jot my ideas with squiggles.
They get so excited. They get so nervous and they get really keyed up, and we just kind of, you're gonna be fine, we just kind of push them through, and then at the end, their sense of pride is off the charts. They are so proud of what they've accomplished.
It's hard really opening up, trying to figure out how others can understand you. Like during English class, and when I did, my grades went up and I understood the topic more.
We have everybody from 1200 and James Lindsay, who are more hip hop, to Amber Thieneman and Tyrone Cotton, and of course Jim James. And they're all people who value the lyrics of their music as much as the music of their music. One of the things that we do is we tell them, this is the musicians you're going to work with, and we give them a little while to research their musicians, and so they come back and they tell us, oh, did you know that this person has this and this person does this kind of, and they love, then they get really pumped up about, this is really going to happen.
This class has proven that while senior activities can be canceled, hope is not canceled, creativity is not canceled, friendship is not canceled, celebrations are not canceled, achievement is not canceled. Not even a pandemic could stop us.
Some of you will be heading for college. Some of you will be going into the military, and some of you are becoming the CEO of your own business. My point is, you all are ambitious. You go for what you want and nothing will stop you.
We have made a difference yesterday, we can make a difference today, and we will make a difference tomorrow.
I want all of you, whether you're in your bedroom, your kitchen, your
bed, your bathroom, to just take a moment and look at you, look at your family, and feel the pride in yourself that everyone else feels in you. Congratulations, we freaking did it!
Anything is possible. We must always persevere, and we must always keep our heads high and proud. We're becoming adults now.
We cannot forget the lesson that we are learning, and that is to take time to think about how we can do one better so that way we're constantly growing as individuals.
And now I'm eager to see how our path will split into hundreds as we part ways and continue to grow as individuals, along with how our paths may cross again.
In this rough time, we all might want to give up, but remember that obstacles are meant to be the cost of greatness. I see potential in each and every one of us because we climb over walls and still remain strong, powerful, and fierce.
We are stronger than most people. In the case that we have a child, we are stronger. We took that barrier that would potentially break us down, and we broke the barrier down.
Despite terrorism, despite global warming, despite a global pandemic, despite facial acne, despite any internal and external obstacles, we're graduating.
Good luck out there, friends. Our stories have just begun.
Have no regrets. Live your lives to the fullest. Strive to be the change that you want to see. Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it. Woo!
I'm Ballard High School correspondent Haileigh Childers. Let's continue looking back at the best of the 2019-2020 school year.
We are at No Middle School, and we are in dance right now, and we are learning flamenco.
I'm really moving my right hand big and bringing it to my left.
So Diana, she runs Flamenco Louisville, which is a flamenco studio and performance company in town. So she's teaching a style of dance called flamenco. It's from Spain.
It's not really like set movement that you're learning. It's more just moving your different parts of your body instead of like actual set movements that we learn in ballet or jazz or something like that.
It's pretty different, especially with like the clapping and the stomping.
It's more of a folk dance where like you learn it from like your parents, but you learn like different moves that other people do, and then like you can all put it together.
It's not just movement, it's a system of movement and music. So you're singing, you're dancing, you as a dancer also become a bit of the musician, making sounds with your feet and with your hands and your body.
With Diana here, we get an extra one that we get to learn a whole new history about.
So hip hop and flamenco are kind of different in that way that you've got people that are living in poverty or they're disenfranchised groups that are creating this and then now being adopted and absorbed into more popular culture.
Down and say hello. Push back.
I think sometimes we get caught up in this idea that this is where dance belongs instead of the idea of what's more close to reality is that it comes from the people, often not in ideal dance circumstances. They don't have a Marley floor, they don't have a stage they're performing on. Dance can be everywhere and for any reason.
We've got elements from as far away as India, Persia, the Middle East, and Africa that are in the sound of the music and also in your body.
I like history personally, and the history of flamenco is really because it's different from other histories like American history.
It's a dance from Spain, and I really like it because I just love dancing about the cultures and learning about them.
There's more of an emphasis on diversity of knowledge, not just being specialized. People like the jack of all trades that can be just a strong individual that has lots of outside influences. Gives them a greater sense of how they can use their individuality, how they can develop their own movement rather than just copying what I've taught them or what they see in a YouTube video or on Instagram or a TikTok video. And I hope it also inspires them to explore different cultures and what they have to offer.
It's really exciting. I just love meeting new people and learning new dances. It's so fun.
And this is Breckenridge Franklin Elementary.
We have a resource room here for blind and visually impaired students, and we have about 14 students here, and they come throughout the whole district. And so today, we're going in to get their materials for them to be able to have at home. Braille writers, canes, electronic braille note takers, magnifiers, magnification devices for them to be able to access materials through the NTI, because those students use them here, but they don't have them at home. We're going to get those devices, get them dropped off to their homes, and see some happy faces receiving them so that they can actually participate in NTI like all the other students. I received multiple pictures, emails, comments from parents and teachers and students. Hip hip hooray, waving, thank you, using their braille writers, using their tools at home.
Tavion, much like other students, are learning at home, and children who are blind and visually impaired obviously are not exempt from that. So it's really great for him to be able to use his accessible technologies and accommodations so that his learning is still effective, such as his Braille typewriter, they deliver Braille paper, he has a monocular, and talking features on his iPad to simulate teaching with his actual teacher at home.
We're getting all the same exercises that he does at school at home.
Thanks to our team, every single parent, every single teacher commented, thank you, we have our devices now.
Very appreciative, and I love all the support that he gets, and it's not only just a hard transition for him, but for me as well. So to help me be able to work with my son one-on-one, it's kind of like the light of the day in that hard time.
This is the ultimate test of our students, isn't it? That they're learning on their own how to use these devices at home. They're having a life test on using these skills to access content that their teachers have been working with them all year long.
We're at Chance Elementary. We are missing the kids so much because of not being in school. In the meantime, we decided to do a parade.
We're going to hopefully put some smile on some kids' faces today, and also bring joy to my heart. So we are looking forward to it. I'll probably be in tears driving down the road, seriously.
We're going to leave our bus circle and follow the bus routes and go to children's neighborhoods and wave and say hi and just let them know that we're missing them.
We love it. We love our Chancey family. We know how much our teachers care, and this is just one of the many ways they show it. So we're excited.
Yeah, it's fun. And also I get to see my teachers.
My little cousin came, knocked on the door. He said, my school's having a parade. So I thought it was pretty neat to come out.
They're getting lonely. They're getting sad. They're missing us. And really, they want to be in school. They want to learn. My own kids are saying the same things. I think all kids want to be in school where their families or extended families are. And teachers miss them just as much.
We certainly rather be in the classroom than at home, and we tremendously miss these children. And so that's why we're out here today.
My daughter talks about one of her teachers in particular. I would say Mr. H is what they call him. And she keeps in contact and texts them all the time and makes sure that her grades are on point and whatever task that needs to be completed, whatever assignment.
More than anything, we want them to know that we miss them. We love them. We think about them all the time, and we want to make sure that they're safe and they are with their families, but knowing that school will be back in, hopefully sooner than later, and we'll wait for them.
It was amazing. It was really good. I really liked it.
You all miss your teachers?
Yes.
What would you like to say to them?
I miss you very much.
So our best elementary school in the state of Kentucky for STLP is Blake Elementary School from Jefferson County.
I basically was so happy. I jumped off my bed.
All of those memories of their hard work, I was in tears. I kind of knocked over my desk a little bit.
The STLP uses project-based principles to empower student learning and achievement through using technology and creation.
We decided to do come up with idea to do a lemonade stand with the homeless.
Each month, we have Lemons Day. So what happens is for the whole month, we advertise and we collect items that we need for our Compassion Care Kit. They come to our lemonade stand and we give everybody who donated a cup of lemonade. They had to learn about homeless veterans. Why are our veterans homeless? They also bag up their Compassion Care Kits the same day.
It had crackers, water, toothpaste, toothbrush, and some socks.
They learn how to use Google Sheets. That's where the information is collected, and they sort the data to go and figure out who to pick up from the classrooms to get their lemonade.
I learned how there was much more people that were in need than I thought, and I learned that showing compassion and kindness to others can lead to like a domino effect to other people also doing that as well.
I thought we would be able to win because I thought we were impacting a lot of life.
We've been learning a lot about compassion and stuff, and treat others the way you want to be treated. And we've been working on technology, so I think it will help me a lot.
Of course, I hope they learn how to use technology, but most importantly, just giving back. Just giving back to our community and coming together as a group.
Blake Elementary winning state is far beyond, in my opinion, winning a basketball or a football state championship, because the students are really using all the knowledge and things they learn in school to make themselves better.
We're going to California! So they're excited, their parents are excited, my school principal is excited, everybody's excited.
So now let's try to convert fractions in a happy fraction song.
I'm Kirsten Buck, and I'm a 6th grade math teacher at Olmsted South. What is a variable? What's the definition? And some kids were giving me definitions, and one of them burst out singing Into the Unknown, because the new Frozen 2 had just come out, so I guess she'd just seen it. We were talking about a variable's an unknown, and she burst out into that. I was like, that would fit. That would make a good song parody.
Do you want to collect data? Come on, we'll find the mean.
So that's where the idea came from. This is how I grew up learning a lot of things too. We watched Schoolhouse Rock all the time, and I would remember things a lot better in song. So oftentimes, anytime we were starting a new concept to introduce it, I would go on YouTube and search forever for different songs.
Multiply or divide.
I love Disney, and so I just decided I'm going to take all of my favorite Disney songs and choose different math topics. You got 7 right in a row. Good job. And then once we started doing NTI and I had a lot more engagement with my students checking in and watching them on Google Classroom, I started trying to make them about the topics that they were going to be doing on the choice boards, as well as they would give me requests for songs. So
let's learn to calculate the volume.
They were like, look, do the one from Moana. Now do the other one from Moana.
Gamify the volume.
I did Beauty and the Beast and made it about inequalities, because I was like, oh, Beauty and the Beast and inequalities have the same number of syllables. And so that's really the base of it. I just count the number of syllables. Hopefully, if I can make something as catchy, they'll get those lyrics stuck in their head, and if nothing else, they'll use those to figure things out. Disney songs, a lot of kids like myself, we watched Disney and grew up with that, so the tunes are familiar, and putting anything to music to make it catchy and repetitive, something that can get stuck in your head, will help gain an understanding of any concept, really.
5 times 2 is 10, you know.
Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes of Our Kids on our YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.